If you think that the big macro trend is that integration of Russia, China, India, how many U.S. brands really participate in this? And yes, look, the reason Tesla, the reason Apple are no longer doing well in China, I don't think it's as much nationalist fervor or anti-American sentiment. That might play a little bit into it. It's just their products aren't as good. Like to be perfectly honest, like a BYD car is now superior to a Tesla car, and it's not even close. It's like by a long shot, and they're much cheaper. You take the BYD Seagull, which is essentially like a Honda Civic type car, sort of hatchback. You get that 500-kilometer radius, and you get full self drive with it, and that costs about 8,300 US dollars all in. That's the BYD Seagull. Like, how does Tesla compete with that, right? A Tesla will be 4 times that price. And same with the iPhone. You look at the Huawei phones today, better cameras, better battery life, better everything. So, how do the Western companies compete? With a lot of difficulty, because again, the big story of the past 7 years, which I'll talk about till I'm blue in the face, but we used to identify Chinese products as being cheap, and they were. It was cheap products being made cheaply. This is, I think, the mindset we have to shift ourselves. And I encourage everybody to go to China today to see what's on offer: the trains, the cars, the phones, the fintech solutions. We've been leapfrogged. And I think deep down, we have this sort of superiority complex in the West where we're like, well, of course our products are better. But just like Japanese cars became better than American cars back in the late 70s, early 80s, this is happening, but not just on cars, on literally everything. So how do we compete? The only way we can compete is by doing better stuff, is by doing better products. Now, what are we deciding in the Western world, whether in Europe, whether in the United States? Essentially, we're saying, we can't compete with this. Let's put up tariff barriers. Let's in fact just block their products. Let's embrace protectionism. But down this path, this is not a way to get your products better. You go down this path, which is the path that Brazil went down, the path that Argentina went down. The whole thing about protectionism is essentially you're encouraging your domestic producers to remain mediocre. And so we're saying, look, we're going to try to keep what we have here at home. And these guys will continue getting better and better, and we'll just stay mediocre. The only way we can compete is by competing and by getting better. Now, when was the Tesla today is the same Tesla as it was 5 years ago, essentially. The BYD today is so different from a BYD 5 years ago. It's not even funny.